Hello folks, Sam at the farm today here with David from Tiki Geckos. He stopped by to check out some of the, and Manny, I don't want to forget you. He stopped by to check out some of the Aldabras and Galaps and everything. So what did you guys think?
Man, I'm speechless.
Yeah, blown away, absolutely.
Literally, when I come here, I learn so much, and just to see these animals in person, and so many of them, it's crazy. It's breathtaking.
Yeah, thanks so much. It's really been a labor of love. As I explained in some of the other videos, you folks know that I raised these guys from hatchling, so you know it's been a life dream. I've done it now about 39 years, and there's just nothing like it. It's really special. It's special every day, and every day it's a privilege to be able to come out and see and interact with the animals. It's neat to see them go from this size. Maybe you want to come in a little on that. It's neat to see them go from this size, is what I raised them from, up to this size here. So here they're around 230 grams or so, and over here they're around 250, 270 kilograms, over 500 pounds. Tank, they're 565 pounds and 38 years old. Galapagos over here, that's Bernie. I raised him from a hatchling, and I hope you guys had a good time.
We did, and we'll definitely be back. I love coming here, Sam, as long as you allow it.
Oh, absolutely. No, I like the interaction. Everything's always fun for me. That's a wrap, folks. Take care. Appreciate everything. I'll edit it in. So, what was the question there? We were talking about
how long can they go without water?
How long can they go without water? A year. A healthy tortoise can go a year without food or water. They're in control of their body function. Because they're reptiles, they don't need as much food as a mammal does. A mammal eats a lot of food because it needs to turn that food into calories. It needs to turn it into heat. Tortoises are reptiles. They don't use part of their food as to heat their bodies. They get heat from the sun. That's what makes them reptiles. But that's one of the reasons they can survive so long. Just like a bear can go in a cave and hibernate for so long, he lives off the fat. A tortoise can do something very similar because he can really slow down his metabolism, which is driven by the heat. So he doesn't burn much energy. He's actually going to burn a lot less energy than that bear will because he don't have to heat his body. He lives in a climate that he doesn't have to do that. Another interesting thing, when people try to anesthetize and try to knock them out with gas, doesn't work, because as soon as they smell the gas, boom, they stop breathing. So they can just wait. They'll wait for you to die out there until you go away, because they're not going to breathe again for hours if they don't want to. So it's really interesting. You know, we have the females on one hand that control their reproduction. When they make an adult male, they can store that sperm for up to 3 years and inseminate themselves. So they're really in control of their reproduction, and they're in control of their biology. They have a special 3-chambered heart. Unlike the human, it's a 4-chambered heart. And what they can do is they can shunt off the flow of that blood. Like when we're trying to breathe, they get to a point where we have to breathe and we're going to have to open our mouth. And even if we drown, a lot of people drown because they have to open their mouth. That's not something that the tortoise goes through. With that shunting system, the blood will just continue going around, and he can live off that oxygen that's in his lungs. They have massive lungs, and they can live off of the stores that they have. They're kind of like a camel. They have a tremendous bladder, so they store a lot of liquid in their bladder, and they recycle that liquid. And instead of just expelling all of that liquid, they'll keep narrowing it down and reducing it until the point where it's actually just some crystals. Not quite as far. Sulcata tortoises really have the ability to concentrate the most urine. That's why you see those crystals, that white crystals. That's urine, the urates from the sulcata tortoise. Aldabras are not desert animals, so they don't get down to quite that amount of reduction. But that's one of the features that they have, which has allowed them to live so long through so many different environments, is their control over their body, their breathing, how fast their heart is pumping, you know, if they're going to control their metabolism or not.
The water.
Yeah, the water conservation that they're going through. So it's a really amazing animal that shows you how tough they are and how they can survive. And one of the reasons that they've survived 200 million years. A lot of animals have never done that.
And not to mention the huge armor that it has on its body.
Yeah, it's all defensive.
That will protect it from anything.
Yeah, it's all defensive.
Not even a T-Rex could bite that. That's insane.
That's a wrap, folks. Hope you like that video. Take care, everybody.